Uguo fogo thari uguo hatari mubango ka dark chocolate ge guku koko ye guku nigethe guthondeke na maundu maingi handu hangurire mothe ha kamera ini ri ndugioke tucerere haha Pal Plaza ground floor na Nyuki town na turamuserve Laikipia county kuria guothe ori ni tugugutumira nginya wita murigo iguru ria macio ri no uthie YouTube Carol your health coach, Facebook Carol your health coach kana TikTok Carol your health coach _KE nigetha umenye maingi karibu sana huko gwitagwo R&B
rejuvenating nature's beam.
Welcome back, karibu tena sana. Huku ni Captain TV Mwihoko Warushu. And as we started, kuna kitu nilisema about Mwihoko Warushu, giving the hope of tomorrow. I think my director, we need a good transition of the Mwihoko Warushu, but karibu sana. Feel at the feet of what? Hiyo mwenzangu sijui angekuwa hapa mtu anaitwa Sonia angenielezea zaidi, lakini karibu kwenye Genz round table where we entertain you. We number one come get what is in our newspaper. We have our newspaper review in section 2. It is educating you. Na hapo ndio tuko siku ya leo. Siku ya leo siko peke yangu. Niko na mgeni kwenye studio, lakini before ni introduce mgeni wangu, kukukumbusha tu, waweza tuongelesha wewe ambao uko na swali lolote lile ambalo ungetaka kuuliza kupitia 0742727516. Pia ukienda pale Captain TV Kenya YouTube, Captain TV Kenya Facebook, waweza niachia swali lako ama waweza niachia comment yako pale. Pia ukiingia TikTok ni Captain TV Kenya, Captain TV Kenya YouTube, Captain TV Kenya Facebook. Na pia wewe ambao watu watch pale kwenye Kenny Stream, ama unaweza ingia kwenye simu yako pale kwa Play Store you download Kenny Stream, na pia kwa wale ambao watumia iPhone naweza pia ingia pale kwa App Store and you download Kenny Stream. Pia kupitia SMS 0742727516. Niko na engineer, na before moyo atoke kwenye studio ametuambia engineer na Kiswahili yuaitwa nani. Niko na engineer kwenye mitambo, na si engineer tu hivi tu, ni msichana mrembo ama ni madam mmoja mrembo sana. Karibu sana engineer Wambui kwenye studio zetu.
Asante sana. Yeah.
Sijui unaweza salimia mtazamaji wetu, mwambie jina lako, mwambie wewe wafanya nini.
Okay, my name is Magdalene Wangare Wambui. Na okay, kwa vile huwa najiintroduce kwa watu, I call myself engineer Wambui. And Wambui is my mom's name. I'm proud of that lady, so that's why I normally use her name. So I felt like the big thing I can do to honor her is using her name wherever I go. So I'm engineer Wambui. Na vile umeuliza kwa Kiswahili engineer naitwaje? Naitwa mhandisi.
Mhandisi. Engineer, ni engineer wa nini tukiongelea kuti?
Okay, I'm an agricultural and biosystems engineer. And mostly we deal with machineries in agriculture. But for me, when after finishing my degree, I decided to go a bit further. So nikaenda nikajifunza. I've done a lot of things. I can say that I'm just a jack of all trades. I have done wholesomely. I don't know what I can even say about myself, because I think I've gone close to all around in engineering world. Okay, at some point I found myself in the technical areas where unafanya kazi na lathe machines, the lathe operations. From there I came to do some things to do with motors and generators. So I'm also so good in that area. From there nikatoka hiyo side, and currently what I'm doing now is I'm working with farmers on feed formulations na kufanya kazi ya ukulima sasa.
Tukiongelelea kuhusu engineering, si warembo wengi sana wapenda ile kazi.
Yeah.
Ni nini hii ilikufanya ukakuwa engineer? Na before tujibu hilo swali, mwelekezi wangu pale ananiambia anataka kunipea break ya dakika moja alafu turudi. Na tukirudi utanirudishia hili swali. What inspired you to be an engineer? Usituni mitambo yako, tunarudi.
Karafisheni ya Captain TV
mwihoko wa Rushu
riu turi hakuja Shifi
wewe Eldoret
Elbagon
Mau
Joro
Naikuru
Thufukia
Nyahururu
Olkalau
Girgil
Naivasha
Shamata
Daragwa
Karamenu
Kiawara
Endarasha
Nanyuki
tugatekania kinya Timao
uratwa mukira wega ta wega kuhitukira mitambo ya Signet
nĩ ũndũ wa matangatho ma biacara ikuo ona kana itangatho ringi o riothe
ona cikaro cia miario
no waranĩrie na ithuĩ kũhĩtũkĩra 0725 49 1 6
kana 07 3 4 6 1
ona kana ũtũcerere gũkũ mũciĩ wa Nanyuki Sogra Plaza second floor.
Captain TV mwihoko wa Rushu.
Kama nilivyokuuliza, warembo wengi hawapendi hizi kazi. Eti sasa mimi ni engineer, sasa mimi naguza uchafu, tunataka kuweka kucha. You know that it comes with a lot of ladies. What really inspired you to be an engineer?
So the inspiration ilikuja way back when I was in Form 2. So I remember, okay, for mimi the whole growth yenye nimekuwa nayo, that is kutoka primary school, I knew myself I was almost among the top students. Like mimi nilijua even before we do the exams, I knew either I would come position 1, 2. That was obviously, I don't know how it happened, but mimi nilikuwa najua tu it just happened like that. So in my primary school, life was smooth. My education was that smooth. And now when I went to high school, sasa hapo ndio maisha ikawa a bit tricky kidogo. Because sasa pale ndio nilirealize, kumbe kuna watu werevu sana kunishinda. I remember in our school, mimi nilikuwa in a public school. So in that school, hakukuwa na competition kubwa such. So mimi nikipata 350 marks zangu, I'm almost, mimi ndio niko top kwa hiyo class. Now nimeenda in a high school. I went to Nyandaro High School. Now panye nimeenda nimekutana sasa na watu walikuwa na 400 and above. So they started challenging me and I felt like, wow, I'm in the wrong place. So kidogo performance yangu ikaenda chini sana. That is in Form 1 and Form 2. And my parents sasa ndio they realized this girl is anaenda chini sana. And now they wanted to kunipush sana. They pushed me so much. And when I realized myself around Form 2, so nika realize I was so good in mathematics, I was so good in physics, and I was so good in chemistry. So when we were choosing the subjects, I did a funny combination of subjects, where I did physics, chemistry, agriculture, business, which is a funny combination yenye haijapatikana sana sana. And that is when, in my mind, I set in my mind that I want to do agricultural engineering. From there in Form 2. And vile tu watu wanakuanga na options mingi kwa maisha, I never had options. I just had that one option too. I want to go and be an agricultural engineer at whatever case. So I worked from Form 3 going forward. Mimi hata tukikaa, mimi sikuwa nasumbuka akili. In my mind I knew I'll do agricultural engineering at wherever course. So results came after Form 4. My parents were so passionate with me on mathematics. So wakaniambia I do some accountings. Mimi nikaenda nikafanya accounting kidogo, I realized no.
Ile ilikuwa kosi ya mzazi.
Yeah, ile ilikuwa ya mzazi. So after form 4, before the results came, tulikuwa tunapewa that allowance that you could do some CPA before the results come. So mimi nimeenda Nairobi, I did it for like 2 months and I realized no, this is not me. Me, I wanted to be an agricultural engineer from the start.
And when you wanted and when you were dreaming about agricultural engineer, did you understand what it entails?
So I started doing some research now. So I had a teacher in form 4, alikuwa anaitwa Mr. Wangondu in Nyandaro High School. Sasa yule ndiye alikuwa anaanza kutuambia sana mambo ya agricultural engineering. And at one time tukapelekwa this university in Nakuru. What do we call it? Pale Njoro. So we went there and wow, I realized kuna watu wa agricultural engineering. Nikapata there are ladies, though there were very few by the way. Walikuwa wachache sana in a whole class you find 2 or 3. And sasa nikaanza kuona wow, sasa this is what I want. In my life I've always wanted to be somebody different from others. I wouldn't want to go the way others are going. Mimi nikiona mnaenda hivi sana nyinyi wote, I always want to go a different route that you're not going. So I realized that ladies hawataki kuenda this route. So I want to go a different route that they are not going. That's when I landed into agricultural engineering. And by God's grace, I got an opportunity at the University of Eldoret. I pursued it for 7 years. Kulikuwa na challenges mingi hapa na pale. So instead of doing the 5 years normal course, I did it with 7 years. But I persevered to the end.
What are some of the challenges that you have faced when doing agriculture? And umetuambia you are a jack of all trades.
Yep.
What are some of these challenges that you have seriously faced and they made you to be who you are today?
Wow, challenges have been so many along the way. One, by the fact that you are a woman, you find that watu wengi sana, they don't believe in you. Until you do something, until you present what you do, that's when people start believing in you. So, unajipata you are in a field. I remember there was a time I was working with WANYEKI engineering works just nearby here. And we were doing some motor rewirings. And ukiwa pale, you find that watu wanaanza they degrade you by the fact that you are a lady. So mtu akikuja pale, asikie ni wewe unamtengenezea motor, kidogo unaona amekuwa na wasiwasi kidogo because anaona like she may not do the right thing that others are doing. But when you deliver it, then he realizes, wow, kumbe you can still do it. You can even do it better than a man. Because you know, most of men in this field, you find that wengi wao wamejichanganya sana kwa mihadarati and so forth. But for a lady, when you decide to be focused on that area, you do it perfectly. So at the end of the day, when you deliver, then that's the time they realize, wow, she can do it. So that is one of the main challenges that we have. Also as a woman, remember, tuko na challenges za kimaumbile. So at one point, kuna kazi yenye utapata maybe ingine we need heavy lifting, we need what. So as a woman, inakuwa ngumu. You have to depend on a man to do it. But at the end of the day, we still push her.
Na isipokuwa clients, the places that you have been working, maybe it's your bosses, kuna wenye pale ushaenda kutafuta kazi na kwa zile za sasa huyu anaweza fanya nini?
Yeah, it happens most of the time. Our society bado hatujafika to a point that tuna appreciate that a woman can do these things. Bado in our society tuko tuna that gap where they still believe that vitu zingine it's only a man that can do. But in points where everybody tunaweza fika mahali and people can start believing in women, I believe our society can move far. And we shall give our girls even that chance, na watapata hiyo morali ya kutaka to move on, kujaribu sana kupata pia that opportunity, because we are limited by the fact that wasichana wenye wako nyuma yetu, when they see us vile we are being treated and they feel like no, I don't want to go this route. Wacha mimi nitafuta ile the easier route, which there is no easier route in this life. ni kungangana, every corner lazima ungangane.
Sasa umeingia pale university, umesoma, ndio wewe umegraduate after 7 years. After that, what happened?
Safari ikawa ndefu. You know, in the university we dream of a lot of things. Ukiwa pale unafikiria the next day yenye natoka I'll have a job. And when you get outside here, you realize everything you are dreaming, everything you are seeing is so different. You have come into a very different world. Where sasa kila kitu ulikuwa unafikiria utapata, it's not there. So I remember for my case, I had a kid when I was in 3rd year. Sasa hapa pale for the period of 7 years pia ni refu ukikaa shule. So in that period I got a kid. So mimi nimemaliza na degrees 2. Niko na degree ya kwanza na niko na ingine ya mtoto.
Ulimaliza.
Sasa nilimaliza nikiwa a full package.
I see people making fun of it pale social media.
Mimi nilimaliza nikiwa full package. So mimi nilitoka sasa nikupiga hustle sasa kabisa. So nikatoka, I started figuring out. Okay, for myself, my life wasn't that difficult because from the start, mimi hata nikiwa university, I wasn't that somebody who sits down and ungoje vitu zifanyike. No. When I was in the university, I was still doing some 1, 2, 3 things. So nilikuwa ningeenda, we had a very big market in Eldoret. So nilikuwa naamkia pale asubuhi, naokota mamitumba kidogo, naokota na 30, 40, nakuja nafua vizuri, napiga pasi, napeleka natembeza kwa manyumba za watu. So at the end of the day, mimi sikuwa broke. I wasn't that broke even after nimemaliza shule. I had something in the pocket. So mimi in as much as nilikuwa natafuta kazi bado sikuwa nimekaa chini. Nilikuwa tu bado with some other things nafanya hapa na pale. I realized kuna hizi perfumes that ladies are wearing. So I realized mimi napenda perfume sana. So I asked myself, vile mimi napenda perfumes, there must be somebody else mwenye anapenda perfume kama mimi. So I would go, najaribu kupurchase those perfumes in Nairobi, nazileta. Natembeza kwa watu, at the end of the day, mimi niko na faida yangu ya 1,500 kwa siku. I go back to the house. I have food, I have rent, I have clothing. So in as much as bado sijapata the official job, bado tu niko nafanya kitu. So at one point, pale Eldoret, mambo ikawa ngumu kidogo. So I went back home. And mimi nimezaliwa upande wa Nyahururu in Daragwa. So I came back to my grandmother and wakaorganize kitu kidogo hapo. I started a small business in Gobit. So pale nikaanza kufanya kazi ya posho mill. I had a posho mill there. So mimi nimechapa biashara pale. At one point mimi nikajisahau if I'm an engineer. So nimejiweka kando nikajiambia what I need first is money in the pocket. So nimeingia pale mimi nimepiga hustle vizuri. In that I could do any business in the pocket. And at the end of the day mimi niko tuna pesa kwa mfuko. I never cared kama mimi mtasema mimi graduate ama mimi si graduate, provided kwa mfuko yangu there is something, ikifika kwa mfuko inigize what I'm doing. And luckily along the way nikapata an internship with University of Nairobi. I did it for a period of 1 year, and then within the internship, mimi realize now we are almost coming to the end of the contract. You know, for public service they will give you only 1 year contract. So I realized we are almost coming to the end of the contract. Nilikuwa nimefanya savings kidogo hapa na pale. So that's when I came to Nanyuki, and I had passion to do some motorworks. So I realized that kuna watu wanafanya those kinds of the motorworks in Nanyuki. So that's where I came. Nikapiga kazi na wao 1 month, okay, sikuwa nimejua kazi vizuri. So after 1 month, wakati nilikuwa nimeshika kazi vizuri, that's when now the guy tulikuwa tunafanya kazi naye, he realized that this girl is very much determined. So akaanza kuniconnect hapa na pale kwa makampuni, introduce kwa watu and such. So okay, nikiwa pale bado he was paying me, though not much, but nilikuwa napata kitu kidogo tu ya kunisustain. Nikapush katikati napata tu contract with the county government kidogo, napata hapa na pale, and towards the end of this year, mwanzo wa hii mwaka sasa, and then now I told myself now I want to do something different for my life, because I needed to do something now, a long-term thing. And pale nikiwa Gobit, there was something I was doing in feed formulation. Nilikuwa there was a certain guy we were working with. He's a livestock officer there. So tulikuwa tunafanya kazi naye kidogo kidogo, na introduced into livestock formulation, feed formulation. So that's what I started training myself now, because I wanted to be full package. And now for that period of time, that's what I've been doing right now. I'm not so much into engineering works. Right now I'm into feed formulation. I'm working with certain entities up and pale on large scale. I go there, I do their formulations, nawatengenezea chumvi and everything.
In layman's language, do you mind elaborating to our viewer what feed formulation is? No, sasa kileman ile kuna
okay. Okay. In layman's, okay, what I can maybe explain feed formulation. One is we have feeds. Like for example, you're dealing with a dairy cow. Okay, for you to be able to attain all the requirements of a dairy cow, huwezi kuwa na chakula moja peke yake. So you need some different pure feeds. Pure feeds, like for example, maybe unaendanga kwa soko pale unapata kuna gunia moja imeandikwa maize germ, ingine imeandikwa wheat bran, ingine imeandikwa sunflower. So those are pure feeds. Unapata we have those containing energy, those containing protein, those containing whatever, hizo vitu zote. So what we do in feed formulation, huwa tuna come up, you analyze ule mnyama uko naye. If it is a dairy cow, una analyze akona which age, akona weight kiasi gani, ana produce maziwa kiasi gani. Then you come up with a good formula of food. Vile unaweza changanya hizo vitu zote na uhakikishe that he can be able to produce maximum, he can be able to have maximum production. So that's what I actually do. Yeah. Pia kwa salts the same thing. Kwa salts unaenda una analyze mnyama kabisa, unamuanalyze step by step, and then unaenda unatengeneza chumvi yenye inalingana na huyu mnyama to the requirements of that livestock at hand. Yeah.
Na ndio uweze kuanalyze yule mnyama, utakuwa umefanya nini? Ndio mimi ukiniletea mbuzi hapa uniambie ni kuanalyze mzita kwangu.
Okay, sasa we have to communicate with the farmer himself.
Okay.
Yeye mwenyewe sasa, there is a way a farmer atakuelezea huyu ng'ombe wangu amekuwa kitoa lita 2, amekuwa kitoa lita 1. Haya, age wise, wengine maybe they may not be able to understand the actual age, but kama ataweza kujua, it is good, it is an advantage. Weight wengine wao hawatajua, so you do some estimates. So but there are those who are doing it in large scale, you find that they do the actual measurement. So they don't do the estimates. So with the actual measurement, we can be able now to have a good feed formulation. Yeah.
On Wednesday we saw the replacement wanafunzi wetu wakirepressiwa pale universities.
Yeah.
And we could see the CS talking and saying, you know, and the board involved, saying that we had 10,000 students who wanted to do this, but we have just space for 6,000 students. We saw that so much. And some of these fields didn't have people, like not specifically engineering.
Yeah.
You go back to the report that was given, that was on Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday, we saw that happen. And even may ask, what are the skills that are so important for one to go learn engineering, any kind of engineering?
Okay, for you to do engineering course 1, you have to be very good in mathematics. You have to be very good in physics, and sana the sciences areas. So you have to be good in math and sciences. So the others are just some added boost to be able to have the actual grading inahitajika. And okay, what I can tell our young people is even when you are going to the university or you are going to the college, don't go to the college with the mindset that unaenda usome kuja utafute kazi. You won't get that job. Those jobs are not there. To be frank, those jobs are not there. Go with the mindset that you are going there, learn, get skills, create from what you get from the university. Because what we are doing basically outside here is not atungoji kazi. Even mimi sikai ningoje kazi ati kuna siku barua italetwa nimepata kazi. Maybe it might come, I don't know. But for now, in my mindset, I don't work thinking kuna kazi inakuja. Every day, I wake up to work nikijua I'm building. That is what in my mindset. You build, and let me tell you, outside here, wakati unaanza kujituma, ukianza tu kujituma, God will always connect you to those people who will guide you further. Believe in God and trust in God. Jitume, Mungu tu mwenye atakuwa na kuconnect. He'll be connecting you from, because I was so new in Nanyuki. Mimi, I think, when I was coming here, I don't have a relative here, I don't have anybody, I don't have, si kuwa ati na mtu mwenye ananishikanisha kutoka hapa mpaka. I didn't have anybody. I just had God. And for that period that I've been here, I've been seeing God connecting me from one stage to the next stage, to the next stage, to the next stage, to a point unajipata in big places that you even never thought you'd be there. So in my mindset, I told God, mimi sijaenda kutafuta kazi. Mimi nimeenda Mungu nisaidie kutengeneza kazi. And I believe, hata kama mwanzo ni mdogo, I believe in time to come, we shall have built even bigger. Yeah.
Kuna kitu tukianza ulisema, kwamba mzazi yeye alikuwa anataka ufanye hesabu.
Yeah.
Nataka tufanye msichana wangu alikuwa, when I was growing up, my dad, I think afanya kwa bank, he used to come and tell me, I want you to be like this lady.
Yeah.
Is that the dream of the parents?
Mm-hmm.
Sasa umetoka university, haujapata employment.
Yeah.
At any point, did they feel like, ungefanya ile kitu niliwataka ufanye, ungekuwa mahali?
Yeah. In fact, that has been a talk. I think ni kitu yenye hadi saizi maybe bado kwa akili yao haijawahi think that actually I went into engineering mpaka wa leo. They had to believe it because hawakuwa na choice. But deep down, okay, mimi nimelelewa na my grandmother. Mimi ni mtoto wa shushu. Ni vile tu huwa mtoto anazaliwa, unakuja unapelekwa, unalelewa. Sasa myself, I found myself nikilelewa na shushu na guka. My mom would go and come, and at one point she came back, sasa tukakaa wote. So I can basically say mimi ni mtoto wa shushu na guka. And my grandmother was so passionate in education, so passionate. She worked so hard to ensure that whatever I had, lazima tu angework kabisa aone I fulfilled it. So when she saw I was so good in mathematics, in her mind, she started building an accountant in her mind. So every time she would see me, she would see an accountant. At one point, vile umesema, tulikuwa tunaenda kulipa school fees, na ananipeleka kwa ule msichana wa bank, ananiambia unaona, nataka ukue kama huyu. But now, nature had to take its course, because there is something that God huwa ametuweka tu ndani yetu. And eventually at one point, you have to be what God has built you to be. Because when I sit down, I feel like that is just the route that God wanted me to go. Yeah.
Sasa umeanza ile kazi ulianza this year. Umeanza the feed formulation.
Yeah.
Didn't your people, the people around you, of course, you know, sometimes they complain, huyu alitoka hapa, tukamfungilia biashara, akafunga, akaenda sijui wapi. Didn't they feel like this person is not giving us the best. This person, she has the capability, but she's not yet giving us the best.
Okay, at one point when I came to wakati nilitoka Gobit and came to Nanyuki, at one point I think my parents now started seeing I'm thinking differently. Because there was a time walinipush sana hizi mambo ya kwenda abroad, and I told them no. Me, I believe in different things. Because mimi, in my life, you cannot change me what I believe in. Whatever I have believed in, provided it's true and it's right, I always don't think that you can change. Me, I told them that me, from what the kind of belief I have, if God wanted to lift me, he doesn't have to take me from Kenya to America, ndio ende akaniblessie huko. Whatever God had planned to do with my life, he'll do it even here. And I told them that kama Mungu wakati nilizaliwa alijua mimi nitakuwa hii na hii na hii, atanifanya hadi nikiwa hapa. And sasa hapo ndio the argument ika stop kidogo, and I told them, please give me this chance. I'll do it. I believe I can do it. So bado tu walikuwa na hawaamini kabisa that I can still do it, but right now the outcomes zenye zinakuja, they are still feeling, wow, at least we can see you are doing it. Whatever you told us, kumbe inakuja kukua reality. Until they see it, kwa wazazi inakuwa ngumu kuamini. They don't believe in our words at times. They feel like because maybe wamekuwa mbele yetu for some time, they feel like you are losing it, unapotea. But until they start seeing the results, that's when they feel, wow, you're doing it. Yeah.
Utatupa ruhusa tuende kwenye breki, alafu tunarudi baada ya mapumziko ya dakika kama moja, ndio pia mgeni wangu aweze kupata kikombe cha kofi. Sijui kama yeye ni fan wa kofi ama sharubati. Kuna msichana mmoja kwenye hii studio ambaye yuataangalia na macho ya huruma sana. Ni ya huruma ama ni ya nini? Sijui. Tukirudi baada ya mapumziko. Kukumbusha waweza tuma swali lako pale kwa 0742727516 na pia Captain TV Kenya YouTube, Captain TV Kenya Facebook, na pia ukienda pale kwa Kenny Stream tuko live.
Karafisheni ya Captain TV
Mwihoko wa Rushu.
Riu turi hakuja Shifi,
Wewe Eldoret,
Elbagon,
Mau,
Joro,
Naikuru,
Dhufukia,
Nyahururu,
Olkalau,
Girgil,
Naivasha,
Shamata,
Daragwa,
Karemenu,
Kiawara,
Endarasha,
Nanyuki.
Tugatwekania kinya Timao.
Uratoa mukira wega kuhitukira mitambo ya Signate.
Nyodo wa matangatho ma biashara, ikuona kana itangatho ringi o riothe,
Ona shikaro cia miario.
no waranirie na ithuĩ kũhĩtũkĩra 0725-163-8
Kana 0773-1-1-3
ona kana ũtũcerere gũkũ mũciĩ wa Nanyuki, Sogra Plaza, 2nd floor.
Captain TV, mwihoko wa Rusio.
Thengiũ nĩ kwĩrorera Captain TV. Ũngĩkorwo na mateta, mendekithia, woni kana ũtaaro o wothe, aranĩria na ithuĩ na njĩra ya gũtũhũrĩra thimũ kũrĩ 0742 727 516 kana namba ya WhatsApp 0742 727 516. Tũtũmĩre marũa kũrĩ solutionskystep@gmail.com ona kana ũtũkinyĩre nenda-inĩ cia ũkinyanĩria ta Facebook, Captain TV Kenya Official, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok na Twitter, Captain TV Kenya. Mateta maku nĩ makũrũmbũiyo kwa ihinda rĩa thikũ 7 na oho, ndũkariganĩrwo nĩ kũiga kopi ya ndũmĩrĩri yaku na ithuĩ. Captain TV, mwĩhoko wa rũciũ.
Urerorera Captain TV, mwĩhoko wa rũciũ. A Christian-based school based on Christian Science principles. The school was established way back in May 2022. Three Rivers Academy is sponsored by an organization, namely E3, Elevating Education Everywhere. The school is
Naona mtu anaitwa Godfrey Mushiri following live from Nanyuki town. Good job, asante sana. Na amekusalimia. Sijui kama ni rafiki yako. Anaambia tu salimiwe mrembo sana. Good and commendable job. Thank you. Kuna mtu mwingine hapo ananiambia Judy James. Anasema big up sis. Judy James. Kuna mwingine pale kwenye SMS ameniambia haya, wasichana wanafanyanga engineering. I thought ni wanaume. Now those are the minds that I want you to talk about. Yeah. In a very clear way. Ambie yule mzazi ambaye yuko pale, anybody anaweza fanya engineering. Si a male course only.
Yeah, what I would want to tell wazazi wetu, let our kids be. Whatever God has placed in them, kindly let them be. Because when we are born, wakati tunaumbwa, we are not hatuumbangwi the same way sisi wote. Kila mtu Mungu huwa anamleta kwa hii dunia with a different version of him or her. So what I would tell our parents is, wakati mtoto ana grow, learn to kusoma huyo mtoto every step of the way. Msome, mjue huyo mtoto anataka nini ama anaweza kuwa nini. And pole pole too, you'll be able to notice that this is the way this kid can be. So wakati mtoto atakuja akwambie mimi I want to be a doctor, usifunge njia kwa sababu maybe in your mindset ulitaka kuwa mwalimu or to be something else. Let them be, because everything is to the glory of God. And whatever God alikuwa amepanga utakuwa, imagine you will be. And that is that's how life is. Yeah.
What is that big advice, or what is that great advice that you would want to give a young person seated at home, a Genz seated there at home? We are out here telling them hata ukisoma hautaifanya hiyo kazi, you know, we discourage them a lot. What is that you would wish to tell them? And also, what are you proud of? Mimi kama Wambui, mimi kama engineer. You know, you told me you call yourself engineer Wambui. Mimi kama engineer Wambui, what am I proud about myself?
Okay, one, what I would encourage a young person out there, go to school. What we go to school to do is to get skilled, to get skills. Uende, you be sharpened on the area yenye haukuwa sharp on. So, enda shule, soma, get skills. After you get skills, now come out here. Ask yourself, whatever I got, mimi nitaifanya nini, ama what can I do to the society? What can I change the society? Try to identify opportunities. I told somebody the other day that mimi anywhere I go, anywhere hata tukimit na mtu, I always ask myself the opportunity that I can get. Kila mahali mimi nikienda, I don't just sit down and observe things. Ati unangoja tu. Things don't happen. They are made to happen. Hakuna kitu ufanyika tu in a day, ati unalala tu naamka vitu zilifanyika. No. They have to be pushed by somebody. So be that somebody, be that force that makes things happen. Ukitoka tu huku nje and whatever, kama unajituma tu, imagine life will be smooth for you. But when you just sit down and allow things to happen, my friend, things might be too harsh. What I'm proud of myself is that for myself, I'm a go-getter. And I don't waste any opportunity at any cost. At any cost. Whatever, hata kama mimi nimefanya engineering, kesho kutokea kazi yenye naona inaleta pesa, my friend, I'll just go for it, because at the end of the day, what I'm looking for is money. It is not the name. I'm not after making a big name. No. I'm after making my life better and making the life of those who depend on me better. Because as I told you, mimi ni mtoto wa grandmother. And being mtoto wa grandmother means that bado kuna majukumu kidogo hapa na pale umebeba. The grandmother, and I know she is following me. And that woman, wherever I think about her, every morning nikimfikiria tu, it is a driving force. I have to make that woman proud. When I remember my mom back there, it is a driving force. I have to make those people proud. So, at whatever cost, whatever opportunity presents to myself, I have to go for it, no matter what.
With the current world, we can see that the artificial intelligence, the AI, is taking over.
Yeah.
Like now, like if I may talk about our field, generating and creating posters, the AI has completely taken over. In your field, are you guys affected?
Sana. But for me, I can say it is on the positive way. Because when you have knowledge, AI is destructive to somebody mwenye hana knowledge. But if you have knowledge, like for instance, mimi niko na knowledge in that feed formulation area, but it makes my work faster and easier than vile ningekaa pale chini nianze kufanya hesabu ya 1 2 3. Sasa mimi nikiwa na knowledge, the backup knowledge yenye niko nayo, naingia tu pale kwa AI mbio chenye ninge compute with 1 hour inanifanyia na 10 minutes. I get perfect results, and at the end of the day I present a perfect work. Yeah.
And how do you balance creativity with the technical knowledge in your work? You know, there's now the creativity and the technical. How do you balance the two?
Okay, I just do them as they present themselves to me. Ikijileta, like the other day I was working on a motor, na sijakuwa nikifanya kazi ya motor for some time. Lakini ikijileta, at the end of the day you need money. So ikijileta, napiga shughuli yangu 3 hours, napata pesa. Kesho nikiitwa na mkulima anataka advice ya feed formulation or something, niko hapo 1 hour, mimi nimetengeneza my money. Right now I'm working with in combination with our like keep your cereal millers who are just next year, and they are doing large scale production. So they just call me, they want to do this kind of formulation, maybe a dairy feed, 100 bags. I'll be there 1 hour, we do the formulation. I don't do the mixing, they do the mixing. I get my commission, I go home. Yeah.
If you were to be given a chance to go back, to your younger person, what could you do differently in your journey?
Okay, makosa haikosangi hapa na pale. And at times you just sit down and feel like kuna mahali you want to haukufanya vitu the right way. And in my journey kuna tu mahali huwa nakaa tu naona kuna vitu hazikuenda as I expected, especially in that time when I was in high school. I think nilipoteza wakati mwingi sana pale trying to know myself na kujijua. So when I got the B+ in Form 4, I realized that was not my full capacity potential. I would have done something better than that if at all ningekuwa nimeji realize mapema. Also in the university, I also realized that kuna opportunities kadhaa sikuweza kuexploit 100%. But well and good, I say that by and by ilipita, and I have to work on the new version of me. There is still time to amend things, and I think right now I'm a better version of me than what I would have done even those times. Makosa ikosi hapa na pale, but we don't sit down and tukae chini tuseme makosa ilifanyika that we want to move forward. No, ilifanyika, then what next? Tuamke, tujipanguze and we move on.
As Engineer Wambui and as an individual, what is your vision in growth of engineering industry in Kenya?
Okay, in my own thoughts, I always think of being innovative and creative, trying to solve the problems that we have in the society, because an engineer is a problem solver. The mindset of an engineer should always be to identify problems and to solve those problems. So what I'm thinking is, as an engineer and as the engineering fraternity, let's not just sit and wait barabara tuletewe ndio tuite ma-engineers waende wakasimamie barabara zinatengenezwa ama ma-buildings zinajengwa. Let's try to identify the problems that we have in the society with the common mwananchi, with the common person pale chini. If we can be able to identify those problems, can we come up with a solution? Like for example, for me, I realized in the livestock area, unapata kuna shida mingi sana watu wako nazo. People wanauziwa chakula yenye it is haijafikisha viwango, chumvi yenye iko kwa soko haijafikisha viwango. So as an engineer with an engineering mindset, how can you be able to solve this problem in the society? And that is what we should have as the engineering world. Yeah.
Naona muda wetu umetupa kisogo kidogo. Nikiangalia watch yangu naona ni 9:59. Sasa. Tumeongea mengi about engineering.
Yeah.
Je, wasupport team gani kwenye World Cup?
Wow. Mimi si mtu wa mpira. Hata sijafuatilia by the way, not a single day, so I'm completely blank. That area, no.
That it is a big no to you.
I'm not into that area by the way. I'm not. Yeah.
If today you're given a chance, would you vie for any seat in this county?
Definitely yes.
Which seat would it be?
Okay, in my capacity, bado mimi ni mdogo sana, but I would go for a women representative seat.
Why?
Because I feel like our women are not well represented in the society. Our voice is not heard. I would wish to be that voice that can be heard for women. Maybe every time I see a young girl growing, I always feel like these girls need to be empowered. Kuna opportunities mingi sana tuko nazo, bado zimekaliwa chini. And I wouldn't go for governor, I wouldn't go for senator. I would want to be the women representative. Yeah.
And when you talk about being a voice or mentoring, so far, do you mentor young ladies into engineering field or to any other field?
Yeah. But you definitely find that in our society, our women work on that mentality that they are not so good in. Hawataki sana mambo ya engineering. So to some point, okay, sana what I'm doing right now, and when I meet women, I normally talk to them, especially accepting yourself. Kujikubali, because for me, for a period of time, when I was in the university, nilikwambia mimi nilipata mtoto when I was in the university. And you know, kuna challenges mingi sana when you are raising a small kid. Kuna hiyo denial, unafika mahali kuna denial, kuna nini. So what I've found in the society is most of our women, they are not achieving because they cannot. They are not achieving because they don't have hiyo kujikubali. Kujitikia that this happened and I have to move on. This happened, but life has to go on. So my main aim is not even to mentor them into the engineering world. If at all they can accept themselves and watokea tu, jikubali, tokea with what you have, work with what you have, then you can be what God wanted you to be.
Another random question. What is your talent?
Why to a point I even don't know myself too much, because I think I've done too many things. But I love music.
You love music.
Sana, I love music, and especially the gospel, the worship songs. I just love those quiet songs. They just take me, zinanipeleka so deep, and I'm a worshiper. Mungu amenisaidia in that area.
Who is your best artist?
I love this lady called Mary Lincoln, because I compare her story with my story, and to some point huwa naona kuna mahali inashikana.
Mwelekezi wangu, tutakapokuwa tukiondoka kwenye studio, utatupa wimbo moja ya mtu anaitwa Mary Lincoln. Any song that you wish ya Mary Lincoln, tutashukuru sana. Kupitia ile kamera ningetaka uambie.
Anaweza tuwekea ile wimbo ya watoeire mato tondu ni uri na twagweta mwathine uiguaga no ni ndaguthaitha undute Kadeshi oriu matuko matanathia.
Mwelekezi wangu amesikia hiyo. Atakapokuwa tukiondoka kupitia ile kamera, maana naona muda wetu umetupa kisogo kabisa. Ningetaka you give an encouragement, one to a young person, two to the parents. Watu wawili. Yes.
So to our young youths and to vijana wetu wenye wako nyuma yetu, I would encourage you that in this world there is a position for everybody. Usikae ujiambie like I'm limited, sitaweza kuenda mbele ama nimefika mwisho. There is an opportunity for everyone. Just accept yourself, tokea huku nje, and God will connect you. And more so, trust in God. More so, trust in God. Because trusting in God is everything. It is the beginning of everything. And the next thing, to our parents, I would encourage you and tell you that Mungu akikupa mtoto, huwa anakupea mtoto mwenye anajua kesho yake iko wapi. So, usikae tu uanze kuona like there are failures here and there, na unaanza ku give up on your kid. Work on your kid, believe in God, believe in your child, and support them in whichever area they are going, provided they are going the positive route. Because obviously, kuna the negative route. Provided they are going to the positive route, support them. And at the end of the day, God will take them to where they want to be. Na nikimalizia, I want to appreciate my grandmother, anaitwa Magdalene Wangari, akiwa pale Ndaragwa, my mom, Esther WAMBUI, my brother and sister, and a special person, nimeona ananifollow, anaitwa Godfrey Mushiri. I know you're watching. And everyone, mwenye ametumika na Mungu to make me who I am today, I always and will always appreciate you, because I know God has used you to make me who I am today. Thank you.
Asante sana. Na pia Anita Wanjiru, hai kare ni mtoto wetu, anakuita sharp girl. Naonekana watu wamekuwa sharp boys na sharp girl, lakini engineer Wambui ni sharp girl. Manze umeweza. Thank you so much, and thank you for being a mirror in the society, and we wish you the very best in your journey. Maybe you continue pressing on. That is our prayer, and that is what we wish you this morning. Thank you so much for being together with us. Tangu tulipoanza Genz round table, tukakuja Genz newspaper review, na sasa tumekuwa na Genz kuongeleshana tujue tunaelekea wapi, namna gani. Na tumeona mmoja wetu ambaye ni engineer. Je, wewe ulisahau your vision and mission na ukasahau your dream? Her journey, it's just breaking barriers from dreams to realities. It was just a dream to be where she is, and now she is living the reality. Hope pia wewe hautakufa moyo. Hope pia wewe you're going to keep pressing on whichever the dream that you have. And this is to everybody, sio tu kwa the young people, even to our parents. You know, we are breaking that barrier. Mimi sina mengi ila kuwatakia siku njema, siku yenye baraka. It is Members Day. Today ni ile siku tu ya kutulia vibe hapa na pale. Sijui utaispend namna gani, watu wa sherehe, watu wa kesha. Tunajijua sisi wote, kila mtu penye yupo. Have a good day and a blessed one. Tupatane tena siku ya kesho kwenye tukiwa na band. Kesho tutakuwa na band kuanzia pale saa 1 mpaka saa 4 za usiku. Have a blessed and a great day. My name is EUNICE.